The heart of the issue is Yellowstone, our nation's first national park. A magnificent place which our great-great-grandfathers intended to protect forever.
It's an incredible place. There's a lot to do up here, and there's a lot to see.
In 1872, the United States government protected this part of Montana and Wyoming by making it a national park. That way, all of us could explore and enjoy its natural beauty forever. But that same year, the government also passed a mining law to encourage the gold mining of the western mountains. Now, these two laws are colliding.
Mining in the whole area began around the 1860s. It's been scattered around these mountains off and on for about 130 years. My name is Greg Kajawa. I work for the U.S. Forest Service. We're standing here on the site of the proposed New World Mine project. It's located about 3 miles east of Yellowstone National Park.
3 years ago, a Canadian-owned company, who wouldn't talk to us about this, found a big gold deposit at this site. Now they want to mine it.
My name is Louisa Wilcox, and I'm Program Director of the Greater Yellowstone Coalition in Bozeman, Montana. We will do everything in our power to prevent this mine from being built because of the enormous risks that it poses to water, that it poses to the wildlife of the areas. It's one of 2 places in the lower 48 states where grizzly bears have a chance of surviving.
I don't like the mine because I feel like it will make a significant change to this area. My name is Bill Blackford, and I'm from Cook City, Montana, and I own the Cook City Bike Shack.
Cook City, Montana, at the northeast corner of Yellowstone, sits 3 miles below the site of the proposed New World Mine. About 75 people live there year-round.
Dear Governor Roscoe, this land is threatened by the New World Project. I live up here because of beauty, peace, and no crime. My name is Katie Baird, and I'm 10 years old. I wrote a letter to both Mark Roscoe and Bill Clinton because I don't really want the mine. That could make the city become bigger.
I hope the mine in Cook City does go in, provide a lot of jobs, help Cook City expand. I think the people that would be benefiting from it would be just about everybody.
All right, guys, now these are the old houses where the miners used to live. Okay.
My name is Michael Taylor. I'm from Gardner, Montana, and I'm 12 years old. My dad's worked at a mine for 18 years. Up here, they've done everything right, everything's environmentally correct.
Mining companies are more environmentally conscious now than they ever have been. My name is Doug Taylor. I'm the project geologist at the Mineral Hill Mine. Mineral Hill is located 3 miles north of the north border of Yellowstone National Park. In the process of mining, gold is physically pulled from the rocks by chemicals. The remaining rock left is called tailings. Tailings need to be disposed of.
Mine tailings are toxic, poisonous. They contain chemicals that can be very harmful to the environment. At Mineral Hill, the tailings are dumped in a pit that is lined with layers of clay and plastic, so the soil underneath is protected.
This mine here has tried very, very hard to work within an environmentally sensitive area and try to do things right.
This is a proposed location of the New World Tailings impoundment site.
A site at the top of the world, a site between 8,000 and 10,000 feet with feet of snow in the wintertime, extreme runoff in the spring. They're very toxic minerals that will be pulled out of the mountain.
If there was some kind of leak from the tailings impoundment, some of the acidic water could pollute Fisher Creek.
It could happen because there's places up in Cook City that are just totally wrecked by mine wastes and stuff that have been there 100 years.
What used to happen in the old days is somebody would find ore, and then when it was mined out, they would leave. And they would leave behind all of the nasty residues. My name's John Lutley. I'm president of the Gold Institute. There are many rules and regulations now that mining has to adhere to, the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act.
In Washington, D.C., the Congress is in the process of rolling back an entire generation of environmental laws that Congress claims are hurting industry in this country.
We don't believe that the mining industry is regulated enough. If some of the laws that exist today didn't exist, we would have rivers running red. We would have communities with toxic sludge in their backyards.
I know of quite a few communities that have suffered because mines have been forced to close down because of environmental laws. And I think it has to be a hard look at what is good for the environment plus what is good for the economics of America, too.
In production, the New World Mine is expected to employ 175 people for a period of 10 to 15 years.
You get some short-term jobs for some long-term problems and permanent impact on Yellowstone Park.
It's bad enough that people have to mine beautiful places, but to hurt their water too, I think it's just ridiculous.
If you do it correctly, then nothing wrong with it. I think it's the most important industry in the world because everything is made out of a mining product once you get out of the ground.
Our whole way of life is built upon what we take from the land. Trees are cut and made into paper. Cattle is used for our meat. Metals are mined to provide all the things that we use every day.
If you're lucky enough to find gold ore somewhere, that's where the mine has to be. The ore body is wherever nature has determined it's going to be.
We believe that the risk to Yellowstone and the problems that will create outweigh any value of gold under that mountain right now.
It will affect this area forever.
It's going to affect everyone, and everyone should take action in saving the environment.